When you've finished writing the music to your video, the next thing you're going to want to consider is adding some extra interest in the form of automation. Now, with automation, you take a parameter. For example, here is the volume dial with the volume lane, and you can draw in different amounts or changing amounts on that lane for that parameter. And creating these changes, you can create some focus for the viewer to focus on something in the music and then draw back into it. So it's just a way of adding some extra interest and also to make sure that things aren't clashing when you're watching the video. For example, maybe when you've got these whoosh sounds, maybe with this guitar track, you want that to dip during those whoosh sounds. So if we take a listen here. Maybe find that you want to have a slight volume dip there. Then I can go down here, make sure that the volume lane is selected, and I can draw in a slight decrease of the sound when there's that whoosh. And the same for here. So I'll just make some node points and just drag it down. And then when we play back, that's obviously some very drastic movements. I would go into more detail and maybe make that a bit more narrow so it's a bit less drastic. Now with automation, you can easily just click here and see what's available on the lanes. And if there's a parameter that you don't see that you want to automate, you can just go to it. For example, on this guitar track, I've got a ping pong delay, and maybe with this, I want to automate the dry and wet mix. Then I can just right click on this and say, show the mix or the mix parameter over here as an automation track. So now I can see this mix amount and I can increase that if I want a higher ping pong delay on different sections within that song. You could hear it there, and if I open up the plugin as well, so what you're going to want to do is go through your track and just find sections of it that you want to create some interest and add some maybe extra movement so it feels like the music's always changing. It's not constant. And another example of this is maybe if I had to take this retro log and take this volume over here for the fader for the track, and I want to write the automation. So as I play this back, I can turn the write mode off, and now I see the automation that was created for this volume fader for the track. And as you heard, bits of this arpeggiation synth came up and went down throughout the video to give some extra interest. So definitely take advantage of these features within Cubase. You're going to want to listen through your music while you're watching the video and see if different sections need to have some slight adjustments to the mix to accompany that video, and like I've said through other videos, just to enhance the visual experience. Using the audio to enhance the visual so that the overall experience of watching the video and the sound adds to what you're seeing as a viewer. And it's really simple. You can just choose what parameter you want to automate. And as you saw, if there's something in the list that you don't see, you can just find the parameter and just right click on it and choose to show it as an automation track. Cubase is really powerful how you can take advantage of this and just have many different lanes of automation. And obviously, if it gets quite complex, you can just go here to hide them and show them and reveal them again when you need to. So that's using automation to add some extra interest. Now, in the next video, let's take a look at how we can use the transpose functionality to take sections of a song and transpose it to a different key. Maybe you want to heighten the experience at a specific point in the video, and a transposition is really going to do that for you. Well, then let's take a look at the tools that can help you with that. Catch you in the next video.